Hello, my friend. It's the Crypto Lunatic, and today I bring you a very quick news update to show you where the market's at and why I think it's time to get optimistic and to start eyeing opportunities. But like anything else, my friends, this is not financial advice. It is something as a resource to just tell you what is happening around the world in the world of crypto. It will be a very brief overview. So, with that in mind, join me on a little journey into the world of crypto today. So let's start off. This is the block. I'm going to take you through a few crypto sites and look at this. The key headline: Bitcoin exchange traded funds 12-day net inflow streak nears 4 billion as Bitcoin gains amid dollar slump. Now, a dollar slump is good for risk on assets, so there's not really much of a surprise with this. The stars appear to be aligning for Bitcoin to do incredibly well. We'll look at this a little bit later, but that's massive. 4 billion of smart money, institutional money, has come in 12 days. That's huge. Huge. Follow the money. That's what they say, my friends. Follow the money. And the smart money, the big money, the institutional money is coming into Bitcoin right now. So you can see a few things here. Look, the stocks surging there. Meta Planet buys an additional 1,234 Bitcoins for 133 million, surpassing Tesla. So companies are buying Bitcoin, smart monies are buying Bitcoin. Now, remember that Bitcoin is a fixed supply, which means that they cannot print more of it. At some stage, the market's going to have to acknowledge that this stuff's seriously valuable. And the odds of it going up look incredibly high right now. So here we are on CoinDesk. Bitcoin nears 108K as Fed rate cut bets rise. So the traders are eyeing Ether, Solana, or Cardano, which is a clear indication that traders are looking to move into alt season. Are we moving into alt season? And that's when the market gets crazy, my friends, crazy. So the same thing with Meta Planet here. It looks very bullish, all of the news. Let's get a third supply. Now this isn't so good, so good. Cointelegraph. Look, a crypto ATM sting uncovers cheaters. Maple Story apologizes for cheaters. Tokyo Beast blows up in Japan. So this is just a reminder for anyone that doesn't know, crypto is risky. And the risk is not necessarily the coins going down, it's the security. Never trust anyone with your crypto. Now, that's slightly contradictory. There might be people that you trust more than others. And if you follow this channel, you'll know that there's some exchanges that I trust more than others. But the bottom line is, with your crypto, never keep it all in one place. And be very careful who you trust. Be very, very careful. Because even self-custody has its risks. It has its risks. And this is deliberate, that a lot of countries are making it difficult for you to hold on to your safety. They're questioning your safety. They're making it unsafe for you to hold crypto because they don't want you investing in it because it would raid the banking system from their scam, fraudulent activities where they're taking your money and they're lending it for a lot of money and they're not giving you much of it. Crypto is aiming to end this. So you can see lots of things going on. The Meta Planet, Trump-backed World Liberty to release stablecoin audit. So the Trump family have got their own crypto fund. All of this is bullish for crypto, my friends. And this just to confirm the headline earlier, look, 4 billion has gone in. Look at these inflows, incredible inflows, incredible ETF inflows. And this is just the ETFs. This isn't the Meta Planet that are buying up Bitcoin as well. Lots of people are buying Bitcoin at the moment. Now, with a fixed supply, the demand increasing, it can only mean one thing for the market. And here we look on CoinGlass to look at the long-short ratios. Now, what we see here is a lot of people, it seems to have flipped in the last few hours to people that are going short. Now, when lots of people go short, and we see it here on Binance, look at this, 65% short accounts. Market makers do not like short accounts. You could be sure that there's going to be a long move very shortly when we see this many short accounts. It's disproportionate. And look on DYDX, 71% of accounts are thinking to go short. So somebody is counting on the market going down. Maybe it's because of all this bullish news. But here's the point, my friends. Even if the market does go down, it will only be a temporary measure. With all of this institutional money in Bitcoin, it almost certainly indicates to something big. And here is the final thing we'll take through today. Fear and greed is sitting on 50%. We're in the middle of the road, which means potentially it is still a good entry point. And altcoin season is only on 21, which is very low, which means Bitcoin dominance is high, which means that people aren't really talking about it, and which potentially means that this is potentially a good entry point. But this is not investment advice, my friends. I'm just a random lunatic giving you the news of today. And you can take that and do whatever you will with it. But from my perspective, things are looking very optimistic for crypto. And if you'd like more of my lunatic updates, then please do subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like another one of my videos, you will find that just there.